Hello everyone, my name is Beth Larson and I'm a Francophone Research Data Manager with PMA. The purpose of this video is to introduce you to the GitKraken main screen. For additional resources on GitKraken, you can go to the GitKraken website where they have a GitKraken cheat sheet that looks like this, the READMEs for this video, or the PMA Data Management, Git, GitHub, and GitKraken SOPs. A note on this video and all of the other videos in the PMA GitHub training course. While filming these demonstration videos, GitKraken changed its user interface. Therefore, some of the videos in the Data Management GitHub training may be using a GitKraken that looks a little different than the one in this video. However, the basic functionalities still remain the same. When you first open GitKraken, it will look like this, and you will see the new tab screen. On the new tab screen, you'll have a list of your recent repositories, your preferences, and a spot to manage profiles, and additional GitKraken resources. You'll also have a place where you can come to open a repository, clone a repository, or start a local repository. So, to go over how to navigate the GitKraken main screen, I'm going to clone the GitKraken Navigating GitKraken repository. Here. Make sure I'm in the right working directory and clone. Open now. There are 5 main parts to the GitKraken menu. At the top, you have your tabs. Here, you have your main toolbar. To the left, you have your left panel. In the middle, you have your commit graph. And on the right, you have your commit panel. On the top left, there is this folder icon. When you click on this folder, it will take you to the repository management window where you can open recent repositories and favorite repositories, or you can clone repositories from your GitHub account. Next to the folder, there are the tabs. So right now we are in the new tab. However, if I want to go back to the Navigating GitKraken repository, I would click here. If I had another repository open, that would also show up here on the top tab. Next, we have the repository menu. This is another way that you can quickly switch between recently opened repositories, and also click here on View All Repositories to open the repository management menu. Next to the repository menu, we have the branch menu. You can use this menu to navigate between different branches. So here I can switch from the master branch to the 2019-05-17 AR branch. Next on the toolbar, we have the undo and the redo buttons, which we will go over in a future video. The undo button allows you to undo an action, and the redo button allows you to redo an action. Next, we have the pull and the push buttons. The pull button takes anything that's on the GitHub server and pulls it into your GitKraken. So, for example, if somebody made a change to a do file and synced it to the GitHub server, you would need to pull that change in order to see it in your GitKraken. You want to make sure that you have pull fast forward only selected. The push button takes anything that you have done and pushes it up to the GitHub server. So for example, if you make a change to a do file that you want other people to have access to, you would click the push button. The next button is the branch button. The branch button allows you to make a new branch. We will go over how to make branches in a future video. Finally, in the middle part of the toolbar, we have the stash and the pop button. If you're working in multiple repositories at the same time and you want to navigate from one repository to another, you want to stash your work, which saves the record of your work without making a commit. And then when you come back to this repository, you would click on pop to pick up where you left off. The next aspect on the toolbar is the search button, which allows you to search commits. So I can search here, and I see the commits that include removed. The preferences, which opens the preferences menu, and the profile management menu. There are 4 main aspects on the left panel that PMA uses. The first are the list of local and remote branches. A local branch is a branch that is saved on your computer. So, for example, right now I have both the master and the 2019-05-17 AR branch on my computer. A remote branch is a branch that is stored on the GitHub server. So both the master and the 2019-05-17 AR are branches that are also on the GitHub server. It is possible to have a branch that is remote but not local, and it is also possible to have a branch that is local but not remote. We will go over local and remote branches in a future video. The next menu is the pull request menu. You come here to create a pull request or request to integrate changes to the master do file templates. We will go over how to submit and approve pull requests in a future video. The final part of the left panel that we use at PMA is the tags button. A tag allows you to quickly access do files that were created at a specific time. At PMA, we use tags to identify exactly which do files were used to generate a specific data product. We will also go further into how to make and use tags in a future video. The center part of the GitKraken main screen is the commit graph. The commit graph gives you a history of all of the commits or updates and saves to do file in a given repository. On the commit graph, you see each of the different commits, the most recent being at the top and the oldest commit being at the bottom. You also see the different branches. So here we have 2 branches, and you see the icon of the person who made the commit. You can also click on a commit to get additional information about the commit in the commit panel. We will go further into the commit graph in a future video. The final part of the GitKraken home screen is the commit panel on the right. The commit panel gives you an overview of each commit. It is also where you come to make commits or save updates to do files. Once again, we will go further into the commit panel in a future video. That is it for the navigating the GitKraken home screen. For additional information on the GitKraken home screen, make sure to visit the GitKraken website, look at the README for this video, or read the PMA, Git, GitHub, and GitKraken SOPs. Thanks!